Well, good morning, guys. This is going to be a little bit of a departure for me today based on kind of a challenge that my son gave me. He and his fiance surprised me this weekend. I hadn't seen them in a really long time, and they surprised me with a visit. I can't tell you what a nice surprise it was, but we were talking about just kind of all the things that I do out here in my garden and my social media accounts and such, and he kind of did a little bit of a throwdown at his mom's feet. And he said if I were really hip, that I would vlog. And because I am kind of a vlogging virgin, I've done lots of stuff in front of the camera, and I have taken you on lots of tours, but I guess I really haven't done any vlogging. So not one to not take up a challenge and not be hip, I decided that maybe I needed to do a little vlogging today in a vlogging format and kind of show you some things that I did this weekend, but also give you some tips on some things you might want to be on the lookout for yourself. So forgive my shaky camera, forgive whatever it is, because I haven't done this before, but it also kind of speaks to two philosophies I have. One, try to learn something new every day, and secondly, if something works, do more of it. And that is, I guess, my garden lesson for today. So I'm going to show you a couple of things. Now, in the garden, let me kind of turn this around so you can see. It's just very green and very lush. We had some rain this morning. It was really nice. I thought maybe we would get more of it, but we didn't. However, it is so humid. I'm out here, as I always say, battling the mosquitoes and the humidity. It's so humid, though, that I anticipate that we'll get some more later this afternoon. At least I hope so. See, I'm still trying to figure out where the camera is on my phone. But I want to show you a couple of things. This weekend, we're working on an amazing project that I cannot wait to tell you about. As soon as I get permission, it should be a fun surprise for all of us, I think. We were taking lots of measurements. We were taking lots of photographs. Stuart and I and Alex were very busy kind of getting some specifications down on some things for this project we're working on. But afterwards, after we did all of our work, I kind of I thought I needed a little refresher. So I did go to my nursery, went to Home Depot because it was close by. I'm very much an advocate of going to your independent nurseries. I just don't have one really close by. So I went to Home Depot and I got some of what has performed so well for me. So you know that ad nauseum, let me turn this around. Ad nauseum, I have told you about this Sunshine Ligustrum from Southern Living that I butchered. I butchered the root ball to get it in place, and then I planted just lots of this purslane at the base, and it has gone gangbusters. It is performing beyond my expectations. And when something performs that well and it speaks to the season, then I get more of it. So I went to Home Depot, and lo and behold, maybe because I have been a good girl lately, they had it on sale. So they have 2 for $10 hanging baskets. They also had some things. I think they had some petunias, and maybe they had some periwinkles. That kind of didn't float my boat because it doesn't speak so much late summer and early autumn to me. But this purslane definitely does, particularly because it's in these really wonderful, vibrant colors, and it very much blends and sings in harmony with the other things that I've got going on in the potager bed and in and around here. So they're kind of flamboyant colors, orange, there's some hot pink in there. Slowly there'll be some yellow that comes out. But again, I just love them. So what a deal. I got 3 baskets, and one of them is already in bloom. The other one has lots of buds that haven't come into bloom yet, and I've left the hangers on them. I'm not sure if I'm going to pot them up or if I'm going to set them in a basket or what. I will definitely remove the hangers because these will not be hanging, but it will make just a really dramatic entry, I think, into the potager. Ooh, there's that sun, along with the heat and the humidity. that should probably spark some more thunderstorms later this afternoon. So I love the way it looks, and I know you guys are not necessarily, you aren't used to the word color, lots of color coming out of my mouth. But now I am really ready for more drama and more color in the potager. And I personally think it's way too early for mums. It's too hot, and I think it's kind of just money that you'll throw away if you buy any mums right now. So I'm holding off on holding off on pumpkins if there's any available right now, all of those things. But I am definitely going to incorporate some things in my garden that will last until first frost, and that will speak the season. So they are going to be just brilliant. Let me show you over here with all these colors. I consider this to be our garden, so hopefully you're not tired of it. I don't tire of it on a daily basis. And because I love the look of those marigolds, and because they are ever so nostalgic to me, they remind me of my late first mother, I got more of them. So I was able to get a number of these small pots of them, and today will be the perfect day for me to plant them in this border because we did get some rain. There's some cloud cover, and they'll fill this out in that wonderful, I love the color of that marigold orange. They may be a common plant, but I love them. Now, the other advantage to putting them in the ground now, as with the zinnias, is that they're not buggy. So right now, if you've got marigolds in your garden, maybe some of them have been prone to spider mite, which they are, or whitefly. These still are pest free, and so they should perform, I think, really beautifully, and they'll continue to grow into fall, and then it will create, I think, just a really beautiful pop of color in this border along with everything else. Now, I might also tuck some into that herb trough over there. I just cut back a bunch of that purple Ruffles basil and some of the Genovese. I've got some pineapple sage in there that needs some more cutting back. And pretty soon I'm going to be harvesting a bunch of these herbs and bringing them in and cutting back my lavender. And look at those glorious figs. I have been taking lots of those fabulous leaves off of that brown turkey fig and bringing them in. Later this week on LVTV, I've got a really fun craft using rosemary. I love rosemary this time of year. My topiaries have just taken off brilliantly, and so I want to start using some of it and harvesting some of it and drying some of it to bring inside for in the winter when it's not fresh. There will be lots of roast chicken, lemon rosemary roast chicken coming out of my oven this fall as soon as it starts cooling down. So let me kind of show you over here. And I'm going to do a whole segment on LVTV about all of these topiaries and how I'm shaping them, what new shapes I'm really interested in, and harvesting from them. So that's kind of fun. I've also got some projects. Lots of you have asked about crepe myrtle, and if I grow much crepe myrtle, and if I've ever pruned up a crepe myrtle, and I'll be doing some of that too. Some of it will be here on YouTube, some of it will be on LVTV. And if you haven't joined, at least take a look at LVTV. You can join and try it 14 days for free and see what we've got going on. Lots of fun. You get a daily newsletter with tips from me. We've got a Facebook group selectively just for LVTV insiders. And then, of course, videos, more in-depth kind of content than you'll get right here on YouTube. The other thing is we kind of get out of the garden as well. I'll be doing more stuff inside my house. So anyhow, there's just a little plug for LVTV if you want to join us there, because we're really having fun. We are developing a supportive little community for one another. I love seeing that. I love it when I put something up on Facebook or whatever, or someone asks a question in the Facebook group, and there's all sorts of other knowledgeable people who respond. Some of us are going through hard times, so it's nice to know that there's a supportive community of people out there that have our backs. And you guys are just are the best for that. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed my first vlogging adventure. Please ignore any of my boo-boos. I apologize, I'll get better at it. But I thought it might be kind of fun to try it and, take up the challenge, because God forbid I want to be hip for my kids. So you guys stay safe, stay well, and have a great Monday and a great week.